Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. Before we get in with the Plagueherald and the Tinkerer, a while back we were doing a mission and we got some explosives. And I said when we get some ranged characters we'll have a look and be sure to see if we can utilise them. Now this is a one-handed item. During your single target ranged attack action, turn the attack into an area of effect. All allies in the area suffer 3 damage. Okay. There's also Volatile Bomb, which is quite similar. 1 space less, and your allies don't suffer because of it. We don't have any hand items on the Plagueherald. And the Plagueherald has some pretty nice single target attacks. So I'm going to buy all of the explosives for the Plagueherald. And I think this is a really worthwhile use of our money. So, unstable explosives. These only get used once, or can only be used once, I should say. But at the same time, that's just thrown a lot of AoE versatility onto one of our ranged characters. It's got the potential to be really quite awesome. Okay. We're going to do the travel mission. Something fishy. The lurkers are after the water. Why? And that's going to give us second chance ring. At the end of your turn, play 2 cards from your hand and perform an additional turn this round based on your new leading initiative. Burn the candle at both ends. Interesting. That could be useful. That could save someone's life in certain situations. Okay, let's go and see what troubles we face over here. We've got 2 quite strong ranged characters for this, so I'm curious how it's going to go. It isn't cold. You aren't quite high enough for snow, but it was much colder than this below you. But it isn't hot either. Nothing feels right. Weapons in a white knuckle grip, you move slowly and scan the landscape, looking for the source of both the heat and the rot. Before long, you notice a door built into the mountainside. Breaking through, a dungeon stone wall greets you. Squelching and clicking echoes through the heavy corridors, and you follow the sound. It's loudest outside an open doorway, and inside, lurkers and deep terrors loom over a pile of strange teeth. It begins to secrete rot, black and nauseous, before spitting out black imps and oozes. So this is what the teeth were for. Regardless, the smell is unbearable. You gag before you can stop yourself, and the sounds stop. The rot crumbles away, and the room's inhabitants turn to face you. There's nothing to do but fight through. Let's go for Scrambler on the Plagueherald, and we'll go for Zealot on the Tinkerer, but we're not particularly trying. Well, no, we'll go for Aggressor, actually. We're likely to always have mobs around, so it doesn't matter if we don't get either of them. Let's see what the mission's like. Was that some kind of ritual? Somehow, there's something even more insane than cultists. I hate this job. Oh, why does it have to pay so well? No one's going to pay us anything until we put a stop to the rot. Push on through. This cluster feels like I could be doing awesome stuff with it. All right, let's have a look at what we've got. We're not going to use Scatter Terror because that's going to burn it, but we could start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the furthest away. They're not close enough to warrant us using explosives. This guy has just got retaliate against stuff that's close by. We could open with Nightmarish Affliction, start getting the curses out. That's only 2 targets, but it's still pretty strong. And Spread the Plague on the bottom would allow us to do a second attack on one of these. That's range 3. That's range 3. 1, 2, 3. We could even come down here just so we're only really at risk from these guys. And not in a direct line. And it gives space over here for us to say Reviving Shock and Enhancement Field, which means we want to do it this way. So, Enhancement Field, +1 to our attacks and our allies' attack. Reviving Shock, it's a ranged plink plink, but it still attacks 2 people. You go first, you go first. Hopefully we move before these guys. That's the plan. We move before everyone except the lurker. A little painful, not too bad. The annoying thing is he's right next to us, but you kind of have to deal with these things as best you can. So we're going to have disadvantage attacking him. Still got a good hit though. That's annoying. Let's get back enhancement field. Oh, that's for the entire turn. Fine. Get back reviving shock instead. Oh, now that's just inconvenient. Fine. It is all on you. Do we take some damage in order to add more to it? I think probably not. Let's just hit these 2, get them cursed and poisoned. And I think we're going to have to shoot the Deep Terror because he can spawn more Deep Terrors. Okay. Scatter Terror will give this guy a disadvantage when he's attacking us. Fetid Flurry allows us to plink at someone. Stun Shot would let us put someone... No, let's not do Stun Shot. We could do Reviving Shock again. It's not a bad plan. And if we do that with Volatile Concoction, we'll give you back 2 cards. I quite like that as an idea. Imps are moving last, but they're going to be doing poisoning shenanigans. This guy's doing the same as he did last turn, so not really much of a concern, but we'll get you killed. Back. Fetid Flurry and Nightmarish Affliction. And we'll get Reviving Shock to attack both of these. That's pretty cool. So we're going to take a little bit of poison, but I'm not too worried about that. Okay, we're going to hit you with Fetid Flurry and Creeping Curse. It'll allow it to start moving around this side a little. We want to do a little bit of healing on ourselves. He's going to die no matter what, so we don't have any healing on the bottom. So let's just focus on getting that poison cleared off. Restorative Mist could use flamethrower for the shield and just kind of tank for a turn. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, Lurker is going to be doing all kinds of wounding shenanigans. Well, we did say we were going to get the poison gone, so poison and wound gone. Not a massively useful aura, but it will do a little bit. So get poison on you. Sorry, curse, not poison. And then Fetid Flurry to carry that on. Okay, need some healing. Wind Congregation will heal this guy. Find what we need this turn. I need some healing for you. Which isn't going to happen from over here. Which means it's going to have to be from this side. Which will be Stamina Booster. So if we're doing Stamina Booster, let's focus on getting closer to our friends. So Stamina Booster and Stun Shot will get us in quite nicely. Then Wind Congregation allows us to back up and do a little bit of healing, and we could just Nightmarish Affliction him. Oh, Paralyzing Bite. Let's stop him in his tracks. Okay, we'll step round, get the healing on. You're going to do the Stamina Booster. That gets rid of the wound. And then you can come and grab this gold. Okay, now we're potentially moving slower. Nightmarish Affliction under the skin. Proximity Mine, Hook Gun. Let's see where he goes and what he does. He's going to do a little bit more wounding. It's a pain, but we've got healing to deal with it, so let's not worry too much. Let's move over here first. And on this side, we'll step in and get the gold. Okay, killed where he is. I feel like only doing a short rest isn't going to be as useful for us. Let's do a long rest. We'll lose out on the XP that it gives us, but we're more likely to make it through the mission. Do I want to battle bot? No. We're also not going to succeed with Aggressor. By choice, we are abandoning that effectively. Let's lose... I think Under the Skin is going to be very useful for this one. It doesn't need to be burned either. Let's lose Scattered Terror. Okay. We should be able to move into the next room without too much trouble. Don't want to lose Restorative Mist. Let's re-roll that. Losing Ink Bomb, fine. Restorative Mist is going to allow us to heal up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dangerous Contraption gets us into the door. Over this side. Let's say we're going to open with a Fetid Flurry. Ooh, do we have anything a bit longer range? Or maybe a Creeping Curse, actually. So if we're going to open with a Creeping Curse, we could do Biting Gnats and Creeping Curse, because this gives us a decent move to stick our head in and say, hey, what's going on? Let's open it up. What's in there? Okay, a whole bunch of stuff that's not moving. This is fine. I think we want to get in here and probably shoot this guy. We go for Winged Congregation and... No, sorry, Spread the Plague and Nightmarish Affliction. That gives us a good range around. We'll do Reviving Shock and Enhancement Field over this side. We should be able to get some decent hits out. And we're moving faster than them. So, Nightmarish Affliction first. I think we kind of have to target this to make sure it gets killed. These guys are going to murder the Plagueherald. They really are. Could back away, actually. They're moving 3. 1, 2, 3. So if we back up 2, we'll be out of range of one of them. At which point they're both going to come from the Tinkerer. Maybe. They might split their targeting. This is difficult terrain. It's difficult terrain. They can't both come over that way. They might still both go for the Plagueherald, but let's hit them. Enhancement Field, Reviving Shock with the Eagle Eye Goggles. Cool, I feel this is a lot more manageable now. First hit, and second hit was a curse. Love it. Okay, Winged Congregation lets us get a little bit of healing off over here. Paralyzing Bite gets us stunning him. Alternatively, Epidemic would be a big hit, and then we move afterwards. So we can still do Stun Shot over this side, but then we're immediately going to go Volatile Concoction and give you back Fetid Flurry. I guess it's good we're doing the healing right now. Look at this. Actually, we'll do Epidemic first. Didn't even feel the wound. Okay, you can get back. No, you still got Fetid Flurry, Creeping Curse then. And I will stun shot this guy. Okay, now we can Fetid Flurry while moving away. So let's say Virulent Strain to back away. And if we move slowly, he might be dead. We could use Crankbow to move round and Stamina Booster to heal ourselves up. Cool. This feels like it's working. Still got plenty of cards left as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can get up to the door with Under the Skin and then Creeping Curse someone inside if they're within range. Or maybe Paralyzing Bite them if they're within range. Over this side, we're just going to move a little bit to there. Try and get as much as we can out of this. Okay, Night Demons right at the back. It's going to be a while before they reach us. I wonder how the Rot is spawning demons. They might even be able to spawn a stone golem? Maybe. What are you two doing? Okay, you're going to come in close, so we'll stun this one because he looks like he's going to be blocking them more. I do love when the curse hits them hard. Okay, we're going to have to do a short rest. Don't want to lose Winged Congregation. We need that for little bits of healing. Paralyzing Bite is fine. It's a pain, but it will do. Fetid Flurry gives us a decent attack. Spread the Plague gives us a second decent attack, but we'll do that next turn. This turn, we could just immobilize him in place. Alternatively, we use Fetid Flurry to move away. Because these guys are probably going to be going quick enough that it's not going to be relevant. Winged Congregation, Nightmarish Affliction. We'll get these two poisoned and cursed and back up. Short rest over here. Sure, we'll lose Dangerous Contraption. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything that moves us 4 will be fine. Crankbow gets us close. And we should do some healing, so Stamina Booster. Well, the Lurkers aren't actually moving, so we can just back up a teensy bit to here. And then they're still technically in range. Poison and cursing is what we're here for. That's almost ready for a bomb. Almost. Okay. Let's get in, get that healing done that I mentioned. And we are ready for next turn. Fetid Flurry, we're going to bomb those with explosives. And then spread the plague, and we might do more explosives. Maybe. Haven't decided yet. We've got a little bit of gold through there, so we could do a mad dash into the room with something like proximity mine. Let's go like that to see what happens. Lurker's going to come in a bit closer. Night Demon's going to come in and really mess stuff up. So these guys are not worth us doing any form of explosives on. But these guys still definitely are. Now we do have an innate disadvantage on them. But that's still a really, really solid. To give us extra range. And the bomb. So satisfying. Okay, previous plan, not exactly gonna work. Let's move first. So we'll move to here, and then we'll shoot them both with reviving shock. That's unfortunate. An extra target which we have no one to target. Do we have anything which is going to move us past them? I don't think so. Not there. No jump abilities. Okay. Stun shot, volatile concoction. That will give you back some cards. We could back up and let them come in, or we could just focus on killing this guy. Yeah, I think we'll just focus on getting him beaten down. We'll move as quickly as we can, and we'll save our higher moves for afterwards. So we'll do that. Okay, first things first. You can have back Fetid Flurry because it's an awesome card, and Nightmarish Affliction. And then we will stun this guy. Ah, he moved out the way. That is fine by me. So we're gonna back up. Start getting this guy killed, and we'll try and grab as much money as we can. Do we have any loot abilities? No, we don't. That's fine. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Fetid Flurry gets us moving on to... Well, we don't need to do it quickly. Under the skin. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we want something to get us a bit closer first. So Virulent Strain and Biting Gnats. And Nightmarish Affliction. You're going to be fine just fighting them by yourself down here. So let's get one of them killed with an enhancement field. And we'll do Restorative Mist to move up to the door. only one threat, and the rest we can just run around and deal with. So grab this. Could just kill him now with Virulent Strain, which would be amusing, but not particularly helpful for us. We'll just do whatever we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can get all the way to the back. And we'll move slowly here to grab that. Going to the back first because we can then start making our way back towards the group and they can meet in the middle. For now, just step to here. Painful. I'm happy to burn 2 cards for that. Let's lose Flamethrower. Short rest. We don't care about damage from the trap, so we're just going to move straight over the top of it. Over here, short rest. We need to move 4. So Proximity Mine will do it, and Restorative Mist gives us a little bit of heal. Plagueherald first. The damage doesn't bother us, we've got loads of health. Otherwise the Tinkerer is going to heal himself up. Great, so what we need to do now is kill this guy and take his money. Which means I kind of want to go as slowly as possible. Let's say under the skin and Epidemic. Epidemic's only range 2. Biting gnats. Over here we're going to go even slower. Volatile Concoction and... No, sorry. Hook Gun, and we don't have anything that gives us a decent move. Yeah. Volatile Concoction and a Hook Gun. Let's hope he comes closer. That'll do. Under the skin, step on in, grab the money. 39 gold. Thank you very much. And we may as well get you to recover one of your cards. And that is a victory. With the dungeon cleared of threats, you're now able to search it. It appears that the lurkers and deep terrors were indeed performing a ritual with the teeth to summon something to create the rot. But try as I might, I can't figure out where these teeth are from, or what they're ultimately trying to summon. I don't think this is over just yet. Well, that is the last of the travel missions in Guildmaster. We had an achievement pop up just as we got back to the main map. You should thank me. I travelled all the way to that dungeon and braved its corridors to find something to help you in the quest. There wasn't much beside blood and eldritch squiggles, but I did find another ring. I was happy to leave just that. But of course I walked straight into a room with a stray Blacken. Wish I hadn't, and suddenly I was back in the corridor again. I have a mind to keep the ring, but it's in my store as a token of my generosity. Buy it before I change my mind. So over in the trainer, we have a perk for the Plagueherald from having killed 25 poisoned enemies. That's always good to see. Is there still more for us in here? There we go. Kill 10 lurkers. A little bit of extra money. Now on the Plagueherald, adding more stun or heighten. Heighten could be very useful. We've got a little bit of stun already, so I think bringing the heighten in is where things are going to start massively improving for us. So, what have we got? We have no travel missions left. We've unlocked all locations. We've got the story missions for the individuals. They need to be level 5. We've got the jobs, and we've got the various relics. We're still waiting for, if I go over here, one more chest for the quartermaster. So we could swap out the quartermaster and just get that ticked off. We're also looking for the Sawbone. Well, shouldn't really do the Sawbones again until everyone else is up to level 5. But he's got 2 perks that are really close to being there. So I think there's a lot of stuff that we can do very quickly, or at least relatively easily, before we delve into the story quests. Worst case scenario, we end up pumping some jobs, getting some money to get people up a level. But that's all going to be questions for the future. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. We're going to finish up there. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.